Welcome back to Lockdown to Liberty, a short series of videos that are here to help inspire you and motivate you and challenge you as you work towards creating a better future as we move from a season of lockdown into a season of liberty. And first up, we want to support you and encourage you in your physical health. So it's time to hand over to Leila for our dance fitness session.
Welcome back everybody, my name's Leila from Funk Street Dance. Today we're going to take the pace down a little bit. So we're going to start off, here we go. Swishing left, swishing right, swishing left, swishing right. And all we're doing is just taking the arms across the body, really twisting as we go with the torso. Lovely, good job. So we're going to reach over our right, lean to our left. Really feel that nice stretch in the oblique muscles to the side. And over to your right, here we go. Nice little stretch, reach as far as you can. Lovely. And then this time we're going to go all the way over, sweep the floor and back round to the top. Lovely. Now we take it the other way, to the right. Lovely with that lean, to the left. Fabulous. To the right, as we lean and take it over. All the way around. Lovely. Taking your arms to your head just like we did earlier. We're going to do some little leans. Right, left, right. Now 3. 1, 2, 3. Touch your foot. 1, 2, 3. Reach your foot. 1, 2, 3. Reach your foot. 1, 2, 3. Reach your foot. Lovely. Now we're going to take some slides to the right, to the left, to the right, and on these next ones we're going to take a right cross turn, left cross turn, right cross turn, left cross turn, then breathe up, breathe down, take a big breath as we lean up, take the arms down, feet together, and we'll fold over to finish. A nice relaxing one there for you today. Hopefully that made you feel nice and calm, but still recognising the importance of exercising, whether it's fast or slow, and the benefit that it can have in releasing those happy hormones, endorphins and serotonin, all those things that make us smile and make us feel happy and motivated. Have a great day everyone, thanks for joining us.
Hello and welcome to another session of Coaching with Julia. Before we start today, have you got your pen and paper ready? Great. Now remember, if I speed ahead, you can pause the video or of course watch it back a second time. Now remember, let's put aside any distractions. I want you to just have this moment again for yourself, to think about yourself. Ready? We're going to take 2 deep breaths. In and out. In and out. Life, if well lived, is long enough, said the Roman philosopher Seneca. So why do we so often feel like there just isn't enough time? There aren't enough hours in the day, or enough days in the week, or enough weeks in the year. Maybe we feel that time is running out in our life and we just haven't achieved all the things we hope to achieve. Well, the writer William Penn said, "Time is what we want most, but what we use the worst." And I'm sure that we can all resonate with that sometimes. How often have you got to the end of another week and wondered where the time has gone? We say, I had a whole list of things to achieve this week and I've hardly ticked anything off my list. What have I been doing with my time? Well, often the reason for this can be that we have unrealistic expectations of the amount of time needed for certain activities. But often too, the reason is that we use our time unwisely. This can be because of practical reasons. Maybe we go to bed too late and then we're too tired and unproductive during the day. Or maybe it's because we fail to adequately plan our time, simply reacting instead to whatever comes our way at any given moment, which results in us drifting through our days and weeks. We end up feeling like we've done quite a lot, but none of the things that are most important to us have had any of our attention. You may remember the analogy of the jar. So I've got bouncy balls here to represent the really important things, my priorities, my life goals. The gravel represents smaller tasks, things that still add some value to my life. And then the sugar is the non-important stuff that takes up my time. So if I fill my life first with the non-important things, there might be some room for these smaller tasks, but I'm unable then to fit in many, if any, of my priorities. If instead we fill our life first with our priorities, the things that are most important to us, and then follow that with the smaller tasks that are still important and add some value to our life. And then at the end, if there's time left, we fill it with those less important things. You find that everything fits in much better. Well, motivational speaker Michael Altshuler says, "The bad news is time flies. The good news is you are the pilot." This means that we can be in control of our time and how we use it. And this is good news. Proper prior planning promotes positive performance. So I'm going to help you now take some time to consider how you are currently using your time. When you can see where your time is going, you can make decisions about what needs to change and then put this into practice. So have you got your pen and paper ready? So think of a typical day. Now we're going to make a chart, something like this. So I want you to jot down the following activities and beside them state how many hours and minutes you think you spend on each in an average 24-hour period. Sleep, morning personal needs, work, leisure, evening personal needs. Remember, the total needs to add up to 24 hours. We will go into each of these in more detail in a minute. So how many out of 24 hours do you spend sleeping? Do you spend on morning personal needs, at work, at leisure, on evening personal needs? Now you've done that, thinking just about work, estimate the amount of hours and minutes you use for each of the following activities. If you are a full-time parent or homemaker, then this is your work. So travel to work, preparing for work, tea, coffee or lunch breaks, looking for things, doing things right first time, doing things poorly, correcting things done poorly, work-related conversations, non-work related conversations, meetings, giving or receiving instructions, getting ready to finish work, travel home. This needs to add up to the total time you said you spend on work in your typical day. This time, thinking just about leisure, estimate the amount of hours and minutes you use for each of the following activities. Watching TV, reading, exercise, creativity, thinking, finances, socialising at home, socialising out, spiritual life or faith, meditation, personal development, health improvement, conversation, and family quality time. This needs to add up to the total time you said you spend on leisure in your typical day. Finally, do the same for personal needs. How many hours and minutes do you spend on the following activities? Washing and bathing, hair and makeup, clothing, preparation, dressing and undressing, preparing and eating food, and anything else. This needs to add up to the total time you said you spend on morning personal needs and evening personal needs combined. Look now at the times that you've written down for all the activities in your work, leisure and personal needs lists. I want you to put a circle around the 2 activities that you spend the longest on. Think, are you happy with the amount of time you spend on those activities? If not, how could that time be reduced? Now put a box around the 2 activities that you spend the least amount of time on. Is this amount of time enough for these activities? And if not, how could it be increased? Now that you've identified how you spend your time, it's easier to take control of your time, to become the pilot, and to make any changes that are needed. With a little effort, you can start to say, "Time flies, but I am the pilot." The wisest way to use your time is to fill it first with the things that are most important to you. Then the less important and the non-important things will fit in around these. Your challenge for today is to go away and look again at your activity lists. Identify the 3 activities that you most want to change in terms of how much time you spend on them. For each of those 3 activities, write down one thing that you are going to do differently to start to make a change. It can be as big or as small as you like, but it needs to be something that you will definitely do. Finally, write down exactly when you are going to make this change. Enjoy getting some control back over how you spend your time.
If you have any questions about anything that you've seen or heard today, or you'd like to find out about more support that could be available to you, then please do get in touch. You can email and we will respond as quickly as we can and seek to see how else we might be able to help you, or if we can put you in touch with other people that might be able to offer more support that you need. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Lockdown to Liberty. We hope you found it helpful, and make sure that you come back tomorrow for more fitness and more thought. And we hope you have a really good day.